Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com, bringing you another classic riff. It's a good one to know. It's really fun. We're going to zoom in and break it down. But real quick, if you want to get deeper into learning guitar and techniques, I've got a website, GuitarJams.com. I'm going to leave a link for the website right down there. It'll really help you, and it also supports all this free stuff I do. You can try it for free for 3 days, a free trial. That link right there, and I really appreciate it. But let's zoom in and do this one right now.
Here we go!
Alright, so I was using a fuzz pedal, but any kind of overdrive, is going to get you close, but it's definitely I think Hendrix used a fuzz face on that. I was using a big muff fuzz, just trying to get it close, but any kind of overdrive is going to be a big part of it. The opening, he's just vibrating, and we're in standard tuning. We're vibrating the 11th fret of the B and the G string, and we're letting that high E ring out with it. So basically what I was doing is, and you need a lot of gain, but I was kind of like muting the top strings with my right hand there. So you can hear that. Watch if I put this on. Got to get the tones right. A lot of volume, but it's vibrating on that, and then boo, slide it down with a lot of oomph and energy, rock and roll energy, and then we go into the main riff of the song. Basically, if you looked at the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, kind of look at that scale and play the riffs of this song. So keep that in mind. The scale is not just something for soloing. That's really important to get that into your head. It's so much more. And it's this song, for one. Okay, so the other thing about it is I've got my pinky kind of covering. I'm kind of cupping the strings here. So if I want to hit the second fret on the low E, I'm using the tip of my finger, and I'm letting, I'm kind of cupping everything to mute it. And when I want to hear that, I can do it by using the tip of my finger, and everything else is muted. The other thing about it is my pinky's kind of resting here on the 5th fret of the high E and the B. I'm not pressing down, but it's right there. So you've kind of got this look to it. Oops, sorry. 2nd fret and then the 5th fret, and you're going like this. And so we want to hear those two notes, but the rest of my fingers are kind of muting the strings in between. So even I just strum the whole guitar there, and the only two notes that are actually ringing out are the 5th fret of the B and the high E. The rest of my hand's kind of muting everything, but then I'm pressing down with my pinky there. So a good thing to practice would be to kind of keep your hand in this kind of position. You can see my fingers are kind of parallel with the frets. My hand's not like this. It's more like this. And you can look at my elbow. It's not out like this. It's up against my rib cage like that, which makes my fingers line up with the frets. So we're going da, da, ba. Now if you're a beginner, you could just practice it that way. going to turn that fuzz pedal off just so we can hear the notes a little better, but you get the idea there, right? But what's really going on, and obviously there's a bass player. So it doesn't sound as full when you're playing this just guitar because the bass is hitting that low note, but you could go like this. And so I'm alternating between the low F sharp and then the same note, an octave up. That's an F sharp also. So without any muting, it would look like this. You know, if you were doing just like the tabs. It alternates between the low octave and the one up. So I just added something. I went 0 to 2 on the A string. So now if I add that, it looks like this. And I'm going into this little, you could do a power chord, 2, 4, 4. I'm just using my ring finger to do it. So watch, I'm going to add that to what we've done so far. Da, 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 bo, bo, ah. And so when I'm hitting that higher octave there, I've still got this finger, you know, so I can kind of mute stuff around it. See that? Once again, I can strum the whole guitar, but only hear that note. And there's an art to that. You got to just keep playing, keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. So a little variation. It's more like a bass thing, but it goes like this. Do, 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 ba, 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 bo, bo, ba, bo, bo, ba, bum, 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 bum. And it's just like an F sharp power chord, but it's that 4th fret of the A to the. It's just little variations. It's not always the same. And every live version of this is different as well. But that's basically that studio version. So it does something right before it goes to the next section. So instead of, it does this. 0, 2, 3, 4 on the A string. Wanna take you home. 0, 2, 3, 4. F sharp minor chord or an F sharp power chord. And it goes like this. F sharp. E, to play E major or mute that G string. Either one's going to work there. And then a B power chord or a major, but let's just play a B power chord there. And then that's your section. So we got F sharp minor, F sharp minor, E, B, F sharp, won't do you no E to B. B, the E, and the B. Hit on F sharp. And once again, he's doing lots of that riffy stuff in the F sharp minor pentatonic scale. We can go all the way up here, where the root would be on the 14th fret, and play that pentatonic up there. He loves to resolve a lot of licks on that G note right there, so even from the B, bend up to the root. He loves to just do Lots of that. Okay, so let me do it really slow. Starts with this. You know, I don't have any distortion, but hold on. There it is. Cable. You get the idea there. Hard with low volume. Okay, the riff. Up. Keeps going, and that should be pretty fun, shouldn't it? All right, that was it. Hope you got something from that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you want to get deeper into guitar, you can try Guitar Jams for free for 3 days. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you real soon. Take care.